Okay, so if you look at number 6 is pretty much just straight up solve it. So nothing funky with this problem, so we just need to solve it. All right, so I'm going to rewrite this for myself so it's a little bit larger. Oh, started doing the problem already. So we got 4 times the quantity x minus 7 minus 5x greater than negative 33. All right, so this may look difficult, and I didn't mention in the last problem, like what's the deal with the little guy with the broom. The way that I get the visual on this one is that it may look difficult, but it's not really difficult. It's just kind of a mess. We just got to kind of clean it up. So we just got to combine some like terms, and then once we do that, get our variables on the same side. If that needs to happen, then it's not too bad. Well, so the first thing we want to do is eliminate by distributing. So I'm going to distribute, and I'm only distributing to the things that are on the inside of the parentheses. So I've got 4x minus 28 minus 5x greater than negative 33. The next thing I want to do is combine like terms. Combine like terms means things that are on the same side. So again, that inequality symbol is what splits it. So it looks like 4x and negative 5x are on the same side, so that means that I can combine them. So I have 4 positives and 5 negatives. There's more negatives, and there's 1 more negative, so I'd have a negative 1x. And then I'm just going to bring everything else down, minus 28 greater than negative 33. Move variables to the same side. Well, I've actually got all the variables on the same side, so I don't even have to worry about that. Now I just need to solve for x. So the opposite of minus 28 would be to add 28. Different sign, subtract. Keep the sign of the bigger. Then you'll be exact. So different sign, subtract. 33 minus 28 would give me 5. Keep the sign of the bigger. So negative 5. And then I have to divide both sides by a negative 1. Divide by negative 1. And then so what we end up with is x negative 5 divided by negative 1, which would be 5. And then, I divided by a negative, so that would be x less than 5. So let's make sure we realize what happened there. So we switched that greater than into a less than. And then the reason why we switched is because we switch when dividing by a negative. It's actually multiplying and dividing by a negative, but what you're going to see here is that you're just going to see us dividing. So that's what happened there, is that greater than switched into a less than. And I'll tell you on number 6, it's the same thing. You're going to have to switch the inequality symbol. All right, so go ahead and try number 6. All right, so let's take a look at the answer for number 6. Should have got x less than positive 5. Actually, the same exact answer from the last problem, and you should have switched the inequality symbol. All right, so that finishes up number 6. Let's take a look at number 7.